Hello and welcome to Waterloo, Iowa, home of the Bucks. This is Saint Ansgar baseball, weekend baseball. Gus on the mound for the Saints. Gus Walk, number 15, junior. And we are getting ready to kick off against the Starmont Stars. Special thanks to Scott Winia, who's running the scoreboard tonight. He's a little undecided on whether or not we're going to run balls and strikes. It is difficult. It is a difficult job to do. So we're going to try and keep you updated here. Balls and strikes throughout this one. You may see them on the board. You may not. Sometimes an umpire isn't great at, I shouldn't say great at calling them, but isn't real vocal about them. So in instances where he's not, it makes it really hard to run that scoreboard. So I'll do the best I can to keep my eyes on that scoreboard. Here's the situation. We have one camera today. It is our PTZ camera. I do have a spare, a backup, if I need it. I'm hoping I don't because I didn't set the little bugger up. Sometimes this camera gets a little bit glitchy, but situation is we've got one camera. We've got multiple shots, so we've got dialed in on this one, including infield, outfield, left field, center field, and this is all by the push of a button that Candle Genius is able to do all this, so apologies if I miss any plays. Looks like a deep right field isn't going to go for us, but I do have the ability to go ahead and turn it that way myself anyway. Hey, that said, we got Saints dugout right there. Sometimes this camera gets a little bit glitchy, so full disclosure, sometimes we might lose some of the imagery. If it gets too bad, we'll go ahead and put in our backup camera, but I see we got a few of us still single digits out there watching. We got one heck of a crowd here from Starmont watching us today. Gus on the mound for the Saints. I'm going to do the best I can to kind of get you stats as we get going here. This is game 1 of 2. Winner will take a 2-hour break and play in the final game against the winner of last game, which I haven't actually found out which team that is yet. That's a beautiful pitch by Gus for a strike. We got a 1-1 count. Great catch there by Mr. Joe in right field. Got Joe Clevenger running in right field today. Hey, let's go through the lineup of what we got going on here defensively. Saints are playing the home team today. As I mentioned, Gus Walk on the mound behind the plate. Seth Schott's been doing a great job this year. Jace Sweesaw on third base. Max Beeland at short. At second base, Porter Sweesaw. And at first, Carson Sparrow rounding out the infield. In left field, it is hard for me to see out here. I'm going to go with Colton Winia on that one. In center, Anthony Schnabel. And as we mentioned, in right field, we got number 20, Joe Clevenger. Plenty of underclassmen out here today. Saints coming off a victory against the Newman Knights just the other night. Had their games postponed last night. If you're looking for Saints TV doubleheader versus Northwood, that one got postponed last night, dropped third. We're going to take that one to the inside. And we call that out number 2 here in the top of the first inning. Score zeros. Starmont traveling about an hour to be here. The Saints are Saints about an hour and a half. But I am telling you, the crowd for this Starmont team is outstanding today. I've never actually seen so many people. These weekend events, there's a lot of stands here for the Bucks. Normal home venue, and typically these high school crowds don't make a dent in it, but here behind the plate we've got a bunch of Starmont fans. That one goes wide right, bringing the count to 1-1. I haven't tapped into my Bound app here. I'll do the best I can to get you stats as we go. That's a beautiful pitch by Gus Walk. Beautiful job. A swing and a miss. That's strike 3, and the Saints are out of this one with 0 runs against. Hey, that's it. We're going to take a moment here to thank our sponsors. Thank you, sponsors, for being a part of Saints TV. And while these teams huddle real quick, let's go through some of them right now. Saint Ansgar State Bank, Mitchell County Regional Health Center, Beeland Agri Services, Milk House Candle Co., and I hear a song right now that YouTube does not like us playing. So we're going to come back after this message. Don't go anywhere.
Consumer loans for real estate, automobiles, RVs, and dreams. Whether you are buying your first home, taking a dream vacation, or paying for life's little extras, we have a loan that will fit your needs. Saint Ansgar State Bank, local since 1891.
For nearly 30 years, we have been a partner to the communities in Northeast Iowa, fulfilling the energy needs of our neighbors and friends. A good partner knows your business and understands your needs. Providing the highest level of service possible is our mission. Our customers count on us to reliably and safely deliver the fuel products they need to keep their productivity high whenever the need arises. We are continuously improving our capabilities by adding storage, improving the fleet, or utilizing new technology. We've put together a well-rounded team of specialists who welcome the opportunity to answer your questions and assist your plans. These efforts result in a better experience for our customers. At Johnson Oil, we're in business to be partners in your success.
Hey, if you're not subscribed to the Enterprise Journal, you are missing out. Head over to ejnewspaper.com, click on Contact Us, and either call or email to get yourself subscribed. That's the Enterprise Journal, the leading newspaper in Mitchell County for news, sports.
Thank you, Enterprise Journal, for keeping Saints TV free to watch for those who are unable to cheer from the stands, like when you play a game on a weekend. Up to bat, Anthony Schnabel, a left-handed 8th grader, Anthony Schnabel. Taking a look here to see what I can find out from my Bound app. Here's what I learned. The Bound app doesn't give jersey numbers. So without jersey numbers, I'm going to have a hard time telling you who's who. So I'm going to take a look. That one appears to come inside. Schnabel believes so, but that is strike number 1. The count is 1-1 here against Schnabel. See, Scott Winnie has got the balls and strikes, feeling a little more comfortable with that. Schnabel hits that one. Foul out to left field. And that's going to be a 1-2 count. So I'm going to check my Bound website in my phone and see if I can get some information on this one. That one's outside. 2-2's a count. Schnabel fouling behind him left. I tell you what, I just don't have numbers for the opposing team, so I'm just going to go with number 7 on the jersey. Schnabel wears that one and takes a spot on first base after tossing the ball to the catcher. And now with a runner on base, up to bat number 2 in the order, number 5 on his jersey, Saints Junior, Jace Sweesaw. Saints playing the home team today against a very good Starmont team. Here at Riverfront Stadium in Waterloo, Iowa. That one comes across the outside of the plate for strike 1. Coach Sweesaw giving some direction here. Oh, Jace places that bunt beautifully to advance Schnabel. Pitcher makes a good play there. Difficult play for that pitcher to come out of his pitching motion, make a run for that ball, and make a good throw to first. He does just that. Schnabel is out. The sacrifice of the out does. Sweetsaw out at first. Schnabel on second. Carson Sparrow coming up to bat. Often when we see bunting in the first few innings, it's because we expect a low-scoring game. This is a good Starmont team. That could very well be the case. Sparrow maybe would like to have that one back. Across the plate as strike one. Sparrow fouls that one off to the left. We have an 0-2 count here. Schnabel on first. Carson Sparrow, senior Carson Sparrow, at the plate. Tips that one foul. Sparrow doing a good job of protecting the zone here. 2 strikes, he's got to. Sparrow with a .471 batting average. Not one that Sparrow probably normally swings at, but with 2 strikes against him, he needs to protect the plate on this. And doing a good job of that. Still with an 0-2 count. I'm not counting the pitches, but it's 4 or 5 pitches in. Sparrow with 10 doubles on the year. Love to see some here today on this bigger field that's going to send the outfielders running. But I do see they are playing deep. That one comes in high. Sparrow says no thank you. We'll let that one pass. 1-2's the count. Great job by Sparrow here with a 1-2 count. He's just going to run this pitcher out of pitches right here. Again, I don't know. I don't have jersey numbers on my Bound app, so I can't get you any stats. I probably should have gotten a lineup card from the managers. Shame on me. Sparrow goes, takes a hop. That's out number 2 on that at-bat from Sparrow. Never really got a piece of one the way he wanted to. But it does advance Schnabel to third base, bringing up Maxwell Beeland. Always reliable, number 21, Maxwell Beeland up to bat for the Saints. Beeland has a .322 average with a .461 on-base percentage. And that one ends the first inning here. Saints 0, Starmont Stars 0. And we'll be right back after this message from our sponsors.
Today's broadcast is brought to you in part by Prairie Lakes Church in Osage. Services are every Sunday at 9 and 10:30 a.m.
Are you sure that's the color you want?
Positive.
Hey, did you remember to grab painter's tape?
Yes.
And you think this is enough paint?
Don't worry. I've done this before. I know what I'm doing. Air.
Hey, why don't you use your phone to pay?
My phone?
Don't worry. I know what I'm doing. I've done this before.
Pay with just a tap. One of the many ways FSB digital wallets make banking easy.
Whether for work or for play, having a driver's license is pure freedom. Saints Driving School offers year-round driver's education classes. Why would you wait? Call 641-420-3594 today.
We are dreamers and...
Leading off the Starmont, number 11, Elliot Francis.
Elliot Francis, a freshman with a .354 batting average. Megan Sauls, thank you, Megatron. Sending me copies of the lineup so that I have an idea who's playing where. Listening to the overhead speaker. That one fouls off behind us to the right. Elliot Francis up to bat right now. Does make it tough when they don't have numbers on their bound. Tough play there by the young Suisaw. Advances the runner onto first base on the hit. Again, we're using our PTZ camera, so if you see it's a little bit shaky, our apologies for that. Thanks for chiming in, B. Schnabel. Go Saints. I agree, go Saints. So now 0 outs, a runner on first. Gus Walk goes to work. Great attempt at a double play, but not quite there in time. We get the lead runner out at second base. And the batter, number 21, gets himself a spot on first base. I see. I might be wrong on that. 20 might be jersey. Looks like Cushion, number 9, Cushion up to bat here. That is a hard hit ball, well out of bounds. To the right, somewhere over there, probably puts that ball somewhere near Saint Ansgar. Pulled that one hard. Milton Cushion with a .246 average, if indeed. Again, I'm going off of names and what I believe to be true. I don't have numbers with me. Gus does his job to manage base runners on first base, the base runner on first base. Tough situation with the pass ball here. This is a deep backfield. Any pass ball with a runner on third is probably going to be a run. And now with 1 out, the runner advances to second base. And the batter has a 1-1 count. That pitch is a mighty good idea. Comes in a little bit high. 2-1's the count. Milton Cushion with an on-base percentage just slightly higher than his batting average. Tells me that he might just he likes to swing. Oh, he's going. He's going. Had a chance on that one with the ball past second base to maybe throw him out from center field, but in either case, the failure to gather that throw and the attempted pickoff move to second actually hurts the Saints on this one. Base runner on third, batter in the box, the 2-2 count. In a 0-0 game here at the top of 2. That's a pretty good hit. Schnabel lets it bounce in front of him. And they're going to score the first run of the game here. First run of the game goes to Starmont. This is where the Saints are missing Drew Powers' speed out there. Drew Powers, for those who are unaware, out for the season. Let's give a little warning that we maybe had a pause in the stream there because of an internet connection issue. It doesn't look good on my side except for that issue. Great pitch by Gus Walk. Hopefully that connection issue isn't an issue for us throughout the day. Tough spot there. Good little hit just over the top of Sweesaw's head at third base. Puts 2 runners on base now with 2 outs in this one. Pretty good pitch. Gus Walk, pretty good pitch. Hudson Pohl from an 8th grader here at the bottom of the order with a .259 batting average. That one's hit directly to Sparrow, who catches out number 3 to eliminate any more damage here in the top of 2. We have Starmont Stars 1, Saint Ansgar 0 at the end of 1.5. We'll be back right after this message.
Nah, man, it's not a broadcast. It's a broadcastation.
This broadcast is brought to you in part by Colbert Realtors, with service you can depend on and know-how you can count on.
Saint Ansgar is a thriving community in north central Iowa with a lot to offer. Founded in 1853 by a group of Norwegian immigrant farmers, Saint Ansgar is a small...
Gus with a .254 average and a .400 on-base percentage. Pitcher's got a pretty good pickoff move over there, but Joe Clev says, I'd like to stay here. So he gets himself underneath that, slides safely into first. Gus may be showing bunt here, but instead gets hit in the leg, and that puts 2 runners on base here at the bottom of the 2nd inning. A game the Saints are down by 1 against the Starmont Stars. If you're just joining us, here I am, Candle Genius. That's me. Eric Sparrow coming at you from Waterloo Bucks Field at Riverfront Stadium. I'm just checking out here. We're switching some things out with Gus, the pitcher of record, however that goes. Number 10, Matt Clevenger, coming out to run for him. Internet told me it was good when we came in here, though we did have a slight pause. You probably saw that pause at home. I just got a little warning that said, hey, your internet connectivity had an issue. I don't know what that is. We're plugged into pretty decent Wi-Fi signal. That one comes in outside, and that's ball 1, 0 strikes. I guess number 18. Sorry, watching the coach's sign there. Tyler Girk. Similar to the last pitch, but that one clips the outside corner of the plate. 1-1's a count. And that is strike 2. Girk with a 182 batting average and a 491 on base percentage. Coach takes a moment there to talk to Tyler. And with 0 outs here in the bottom of 2, runners on first and second. Tyler Girk with a 1-2 count after a little counsel from Coach Sweesaw. Tyler bounces that one slowly off the ground, which eliminates the ability to get a double play on it. The throw does beat Tyler to first, but runners advance to second and third. And with that, Porter Sweesaw, 8th grader, coming up to hit for the Saints. Porter no stranger to baseball. His father, the head coach. Porter brings a 268 batting average with a 392 on-base percentage. And there is a tremendous gap. If third base is going to cover or not, we don't know. There's a chance on that one, but not good enough for Joe Clevenger to take. That's ball 1. 0 strikes, 1 out in this one. Porter shows bunt. And that pitch from where I sit looks a little outside, but it has been a strike all night. So I'm going to go with that's a strike. Don't know if this pitcher has a move to third base or not, but with a 1-1 count here, 1 out. Porter shows bunt on that one, gets a little piece of it. 1-2 is the count here. Against Porter the quarter, number 25, Porter Sweesaw. That one falls low and outside. With 2 strikes against him, Sweesaw's got to protect that zone, and that one he was comfortable just letting go. 2-2 is the count. That's when you got to swing at it. I thought it may drop, but we're going home. Nope, we are not going home. We're going to. Center fielder on that one, I think, wasn't sure exactly where he was going with it. Clasps it a little too hard, and another opportunity for the Saints. But with that shallow fly ball, there really isn't much of a chance in most cases for that runner to make it home. So probably the safe thing to do to not send him, but probably better to have him a little further along the baseline, at least until we know where that ball's going. So no runs scored, 2 runners on, second and third. Catcher does a nice job of framing that one on Colton Winia, who's called for strike 1. Colton's got a 333 batting average with a 459 on base percentage. Colton probably should be wearing that one. Instead, moves aside, and that's a 1-1 count. Outside, 2-1. Colton's got to protect on that one. That may have been in the zone, it may not, but you can't take a chance. You got to get a bat out. 2-2's the count. 2 outs in this one with 2 runners in scoring position. Nice big juicy gap right over second baseman's head out there. And that's an opportunity here for sure. Saints are going to score on the pass ball, and that is going to make it a 1-1 game here at the bottom of 2. Seems like we've had a few of those opportunities that we've passed up, so it's nice to get one go in our favor. Colton Winnie, a full count. Colton Winnie, a very talented freshman. And the out is made, and the inning is over, and that is a tie game here at the bottom of 2. Starmont Stars 1, Saint Ansgar Saints 1, and we'll be right back after this with the top of the 3rd inning. They're making an announcement here, so since they're not going to music yet, let's just take a moment here. We're going to thank our sponsors from the bottom up. We never do bottom up sponsors. Al's Electric, thank you for your contributions. Adams Painting and Drywall, Paradise Pizza, and more. Colbert Realtors should be added to this list, not on there yet. Gordy's Repair and Implement, Saint Ansgar Chiropractic. We'll do more when we come back, but since the music is playing, we're just going to go to commercial. Don't go anywhere.
I belong with the misfits.
All right, welcome back to Riverfront Stadium here in Waterloo. Jack Tolley with a hit. And a spot at first base on that one. And now here early in the 3rd inning, Gus Walk on the mound already has a base runner to manage. Looks like we had potentially a player on crutches with some special accommodations that maybe were a little too close to the field, so the umpire takes a break and asks the coach, I'm sure for safety reasons, to get him in a safer spot. Not bad from Gus. King up to bat here for Starmont. King's a senior with a .317 batting average, a .405 on base percentage. Gus doing his due diligence here. Manage that base runner who looks a little bit jumpy. That is a pitch that has been working for a walk since the beginning of this one. Appears to be coming in high and inside. Slices nicely through the zone. So we got a 1-1 count here. No outs here. Top of 3. Batter shows bunt. We decide to go get the runner here. And the pass ball leaves the runner safe at second. Another opportunity for the Saints. It does not go the Saints' way. We're just not playing typical Saints clean ball here today. Plenty of time to fix that, but here we are with 0 outs, a 1-2 count. It's a nice opportunity to get a free out on that one. He's coming home on that one, and we're going to try and get him, try to cut it off. Boy, oh boy, it is not going the Saints' way here today. So we got a not real hard hit ball. Get out to shallow left center. Base runner advances home on that one. We're just not making clean throws and catches here for the Saints. There's several outs that we normally would have, but we're just not playing our best game at the moment. Gus Walk doing a good job of pitching. Starmont doing a good job of getting the bat on the ball, but coach is going to take a moment here, talk to these boys, see if we can get some things straightened out. Nick Wilfong, a junior, up to bat with a .314 batting average, .422 on-base percentage. Gus Walk winds up and throws him strike one. Great job, Seth. Framing these pitches nicely. Not saying it didn't go over the plate. Surely it did. He's just making it easy for the umpire to see. Great job there. You can see the fine work there by left fielder Colton Winnie, knowing exactly where he needed to be on that play. So we get the out on the bunt at first base, but now with 1 out, we do have a runner in scoring position. Number 11 up here for Starmont. Coach shouting, know what we're doing in a squeeze. Great situation for a bunter to lay one down and score a run, exchange potentially an out for a run. He does not look real interested in bunting, at least not on that last pitch. And that one falls foul to the right. Number 11 freshman Elliott Francis up to bat, .354 average, .425 on base percentage. 1-1 is the count here with 1 out and a runner in scoring position on third base. That was a beauty, and he is out at third base. All right, so now you see a little more Saint-like baseball here. And now with 2 outs and nobody on base, the situation becomes much more relaxed for Gus Walk on the mound. We got a 1-1 count here with 2 outs, top of the third inning. Two ones count. Gus leaves that one in the dirt. Coach Sweesaw takes a moment here to go visit the mound. And is this the second visit of the inning? Gus appears to be stepping aside as right-hander Porter Sweesaw, who was playing second base at this point. I am guessing they're just going to switch positions. With that net there, I can't really get focused on him too well, but let's see if we can make it happen. All right, with that, we are going to mute this mic because of this music going on there. We'll watch Porter warm up. All right, we are back, and now we've got number 25, 8th grader Porter Sweesaw on the mound. Batter with a 3-1 count against him. Tough spot for young Mr. Sweesaw. Got to deliver strikes here right off the bat, and he does just that. Count is full, 2 outs here at the top of the 3rd inning, a game that the Saints went down by 1 in the 2nd inning, tied it up at the bottom of 2, and then they're down by 1 here again in the top of 3. That one goes down as ball 4. Runner takes his base.
Now batting number 20, Jace Thompson.
Jace Thomason, a junior, up to bat with a .342 batting average. Swing and a miss. Attempt at a pick off that first base. And that'll be 0-1 count. 0 balls, 1 strike, 2 outs. Grab it, step on the base. Oh, my goodness. Maxwell Beeland, I think, maybe realizes that he missed an opportunity on that one. Yep, Saints just don't look like themselves today, and at least from my angle, looked like he was in the position to grab that ball, just step on the base and take the force on second. We're going to try a throw down here, but again, we are struggling defensively today as Saints. That Newman game maybe just wore it out of us. It's a... All right, first third situation here. 2 outs, 1 ball, 0 strikes. Porter Sweesaw looking to manage the base runners here a little bit. Still just a 1-run game here at the top of 3. Low inside, that's 2-0 as a count. Milton Cushion, a freshman, up to bat with a .246 average, .333 on base percentage. That one comes across the plate high. Seth doing a good job on that one to keep that ball in front of him. anything behind him right now is going to be a run scored. So 2 balls, 0 strikes, 2 outs. I feel like our count was off on that. I don't think that. Did that hit him? I didn't hit him, did it? Maybe did hit him. Bases are loaded now here with 2 outs. Number 17 up to bat. Caden Baumgartner, a sophomore, with a 189 average. Bag shot, force out anywhere on this one, but runners will be running. This is an opportunity offensively or defensively for each team because runners are going to be going at the crack of a bat here with 2 outs. That's strike 1. 1-1's count. Great job, Porter Sweesaw. Defensively, step on any bag and it's a force out. Offensively, you're running. So if that ball drops where nobody's standing, the runners will score. 1-2's count here with 2 outs. That's a very good pitch by Sweesaw. Baumgartner gets a bat on it. Tips it foul. There's a fair amount of ball exchanging going on out there. I don't know if the ball's getting dirty or dusty or what's happening, but and that is a tip foul caught on when you got 2 strikes against you. That is an out, and that is out number 3. Saints get out of this one with only 1 run scored against them. We're going to take a break here. We'll be back with the bottom of the 3rd inning here at Riverfront Stadium. Don't go anywhere.
For nearly 30 years, we have been a partner to the communities in Northeast Iowa, fulfilling the energy needs of our neighbors and friends. A good partner knows your business and understands your needs. Providing the highest level of service possible is our mission. Our customers count on us to reliably and safely deliver the fuel products they need to keep their productivity high whenever the need arises. We are continuously improving our capabilities by adding storage, improving the fleet, or utilizing new technology. We've put together a well-rounded team of specialists who welcome the opportunity to answer your questions and assist your plans. These efforts result in a better experience for our customers. At Johnson Oil, we're in business to be partners in your success.
Number 16, Anthony Schnabel up to bat. That puts Saints back to the top of their order. Down 1 in this one, if you're just joining us. Both teams held scoreless in the first inning. In the second, each team scores 1, and now at the top of 3, the Starmont team scores 1 against the Saints. They left the bases loaded. That's going to be a pretty good spot for Schnabel. And he's going to find himself for the second time today on first base. First time he was up to bat, he was hit by a pitch. Second time, hits a nice one through the middle. And now we are at number 2 batter in the order, number 5 on his jersey. Junior Chase Sweesaw playing third base tonight Did a great job pitching against Newman the other night to defeat Newman. The Saints win 7-6 at Newman. That doesn't happen very often. Jace shows bunt. Schnabel says, I'm going, but there's really nobody there. Second baseman does a really good job of grabbing that ball and getting it behind him to give himself a chance, but Schnabel's safe at second. That one low in the dirt. Schnabel thinks about that for just a moment, but the catcher does a great job around that one up. 2 balls, 0 strikes. Some communication issues there between short and second base. Schnabel on second. Jace Sweesaw with a 3-0 count. There's 2 things I would anticipate on that. 1, we're not going to swing. 2, the strike zone got a whole lot bigger. That's strike 1. 3-1 is the count. And that's ball 4. Jace Sweesaw going to take his place on first base. Now, runners on first and second for these Saints with no outs. Carson Sparrow up to bat. Sorry for the glitchy screen. It's really interesting. I believe that these they must be metal bleachers because they shake a lot when people walk on them. The camera kind of goes nutty.
Let's go, Carson!
Sparrow lays down a bunt. It goes foul to the left. Looks like we're looking to advance some base runners, or maybe we see something between the pitcher and third baseman. Third baseman, by the way, can't really play up too much right here because we have a runner on second. Potentially could be stealing on him.
Here we go, Carson!
Now it's going to be an easy free base for both base runners on the pass ball by the catcher. Sparrow with a 1-1 count against him. Remember last at bat for Sparrow, he took about 70 pitches just swinging, fouling off, and one on one count here. All right, so with that crack of the bat, Sparrow's out at first, but a run scores, and that ties up this game here with 1 out in the bottom of 3.
Here you go, Max!
To the plate comes Maxwell Beelan. Jay Sweesaw in scoring position on third base with 1 out. A little late, Maxwell kind of shakes his head. All right, we'll take that. 0-1's the count. Get down, Jay Sweesaw. That's it. That's a run. Great job. Clearly, Max was supposed to get a bat on that one. Gets out of one. We'll take one of those. Saints now lead 2-1 as Sweesaw scores. Sweesaw was in it way too far by the time the catcher got that one. Tough throw from third base to the catcher. Jace is underneath it. And we have a 1-run Saints lead here. Maxwell Beelan with a 1-1 count.
Here you go, Max!
2-2's the count. Catcher believes that's strike 3. Instead, it's ball 3, and we have a full count. And we'll mark that one as down as ball 4. Maxwell Beelan, great at-bat, way to find a way on base with 1 out. Number 20, Joe Clevenger up to bat. Max Beelan, a senior now on first base. Joe Clevenger, sophomore. Several members of this team are sophomores and younger. Comes across the zone high. Whoops. Hit the wrong button on that one, folks. Sorry about that. That one bounces through the infield and not enough time to make a play, but Clevenger does a great job of getting a bat on that one. Finds his way to first base. Now we have runners on first and second. Gus Walk up to bat. Oh, that's a great hard hit by Gus Walk. Bounces out of the glove of the third baseman, and we now have bases loaded here with 1 out. Number 18, Tyler Girk, up to bat. His what? His what? That does sound familiar. Nick Wilfong, a junior on the mound here. Tyler Girk is replaced by Jackson Vroom. Wilfong has pitched in 8 games. He started 8 of them. He has an ERA of 181, 23 strikeouts on the year. We replace one lefty with another lefty. Tyler Girk steps aside while Jackson Vroom finds his way up to the plate. Roomer gets a bat on it. They go home with the throw. Wisely with bases loaded, they take the out at home. Umpire looks. I don't know what the discussion is here, if they feel he interfered with the throw coming in home, but obviously the catcher was on the baseline, obviously, to be on the plate. Runner trying to slide into it. He did run into the catcher. Are they feeling like it was intentional? I'm not sure what the discussion is there, but in either case, I think the call is good. He's out at home, safe at first. Bases are loaded, and now number 25, Porter Sweetsaw, comes up to bat. Apologies for the glitchiness of the camera if you're seeing what I'm seeing. One of the things that we're working through here with this PTZ camera gives us a lot of controls, but there's certain things that we don't understand yet about it. Porter takes strike 1, and that is an 0-1 count against the 8th grader with 2 outs in this one. And that's a pitch that's been there all night. Ask Gus Walk. He's been using it all night. Nice curveball that pushes to the outside of the plate for a strike. 0-2 is the count here on Porter the Quarter, number 25, Porter Sweetsaw. And full-on protection mode with 2 strikes. Porter swings at that one. That one fouls off to the right. Outside, ball 1. 1-2's count. Porter bops that one out to center field. Easy catch by the center fielder, and that is out number 3. And for the second time in this game, the bases are left loaded for the Saints. Saints take a lead in this one, however, so we'll be back here at the top of 4. Saints leading 3-2 over the Starmont Stars. Don't go anywhere.
So at LR Falk, our goal is to provide the stable foundation for our employees, their families, our customers, and our communities to thrive. Try our best to do that every day. Throughout the history of our company, one thing that really sets us apart is we still are a family-owned business. LR Falk was the company and still is the company. Part of the reason he started getting into the mining industry was he was hauling cat tractors and saw an opportunity where here's some big equipment. I think he saw that gravel and limestone was going to be a huge commodity. I think one thing that probably LR had to his advantage was the way he treated people, the hard work that it was. You weren't going to get people to do that unless they trusted you. And I don't think he ever wavered from his core values, his own, which I think were the same as ours. His family came first, honesty and quality, and do it with flair, but also knowing that he needed to keep growing and keep learning. LR and Dave, were hard workers, obviously good businessmen, treated their employees well.
You've got to produce a good product and be honest how you treat your customers, and I guess that's kind of the main thing.
Things that I try and do is just like them, different than them, but the same ideas, to be financially strong. We need to have that.
Thank you, LR Falk Construction, for your sponsorship of Saints TV to keep the stream free to watch for those who are unable to cheer from the stands. We're back here at Riverfront Stadium in Waterloo. If you're just joining us, it's a 3-2 game. Saints are up in this one. Porter Sweetsaw on the mound for the Saints. Neither team scores in the first inning. In the second, each team scoring 1 run, and in the third, Starmont scores 1, Saint Ansgar scores 2 to bring us to our present score. Saints 3, Stars 2. One-on-one's the count. And 1 hit by pitch equals 1 runner on base number 1, and we have 0 outs on this one as number 1 steps up to the plate. Number 1 is number 9 in the order. And that's Hudson Popham, an 8th grader with a .259 batting average. Base runner looks very interested in finding his way to second base here. Nice pitch by Porter Sweetsaw. Good pitch by Porter. Batter disagrees on whether or not that's a strike, but that's an 0-2 count. 1-2 count. Sorry, I'm looking at the... Well, are we 0-2 or are we 1-2? We're definitely at least 1-2 here. The board is not correct in front of me, though. I think Scott Winnie has got this one. 2-2 is what we're showing on ours. 1-1 on the board, but I'm pretty sure that isn't right. Great job by Seth Schatz on that one. If you've ever tried to catch a fly ball in a catcher's mitt, it's not easy. Great job, Seth. Batter's out. That's 1 out here in the top of 4. Jack Tolley, sophomore, up to bat with a .329 average, a .390 on base percentage. I like his stance. It says, I want to hit one hard here. He swings, misses, strike 1. 1 out, runner on first. Porter Sweesaw on the mound for the Saints. Porter, one of a couple of 8th graders starting on this varsity squad for these Saints. That's a blooper that might be no trouble. No trouble for Joe Klev. He happened to be playing shallow enough that that one wasn't a problem for him. And so now swiftly we have 2 outs in this one. Runner still at first base. And we are at number 2 in their order. King up to bat. King's a senior with a .317 batting average, a .405 on base percentage. And a 1-1 count against him here with 2 outs in the top of 4. Outside. The board is wildly incorrect in this stadium. It's 2-1 is the count. That's a beautiful pitch. Like that 2-2 count. Scott Winnie, you're doing a better job. They should have you running the scoreboard up here. This guy's a star. It's only his 2nd day on the job. He's crushing it. That one goes foul. Two remains the count here at Riverfront Stadium. Coach Sweesaw giving some direction out there. Based on what I see, here's what we're going to do. 2-2's the count. That is a swing and a miss, and that's strike 3. Out number 3, and the Saints leave the Starmont Stars scoreless in the top of 4. An opportunity for the Saints to go get some runs and extend their 1-run lead. We're going to be right back after this. Don't you dare go anywhere. There's no other game on right now. You have no reason to go anywhere, so stick around.
This broadcast is brought to you in part by Box K Beef, premium wholesale beef. From our place to your plate.
For all your electrical needs, contact the boys at Al's Electric in Saint Ansgar, Iowa. Proud supporters of Saints Athletics.
This broadcast brought to you in part by Gordy's Repair in Stacyville, Iowa.
Farm Bureau Financial Services. It's your future. Let's protect it. Contact Agent Brian Putney with offices in Saint Ansgar and Stacyville, Iowa.
Thank you, Farm Bureau Financial Services, for your generous sponsorship of St. CV. That was one heck of a grab by the pitcher on that one. Colton Winia just tries to jam it between the pitcher's legs. Instead, it's maybe not such an easy out, but an out nonetheless. If you're wondering who that pitcher is, that's Wilfong. Nick Wilfong, a junior. Brings us to the top of our order, and that's a strike against Anthony Schnabel, an 8th grader, who now has a 1-on-1 count against him. And that is the second time today that he's hit by pitch. If I'm coaching this team, I'm just saying let's just line up all the left-handers and let's put them in the order, because that seems like that's a tough pitch for the pitcher. For just joining us, we are in beautiful Waterloo. Beautiful day for baseball today. Riverfront Stadium. Jace, we saw number 5 up to bat. What are you going to do? You got Schnabel on first base. Pitcher shown he's got to move to first base here on the pickoff. Instead, Sweesaw decides to launch it out to left field. Left fielder makes the grab. Sweesaw is out and Schnabel is stranded at first. I hear a cheer of top half somewhere out there. That one is all over the top of center fielder. Sparrow's going to decide to take a double on this one. And going home is Schnabel. Sparrow held at 2. Great job, Carson Sparrow. Another double for Sparrow. That's 11 on the season. I know he's been looking for more of those. Center fielder nearly gets to that one, but over his glove it goes, and Sparrow rounds and goes 2. Leaving the center fielder really no choice but to defend the plate and try and throw that one home. No dice in the throw home. That's a run for these Saints. RBI for Sparrow and another double. Max Beeland takes a swing at that one. Again, I apologize for my shaky camera. I don't know if we can resolve that with a certain zoom level. And that is out number 3 here at the bottom of 4, but Saints add another run to the score and now lead this one by 2 against the Starmont Stars. Don't go anywhere. We're going to be right back after this message with the top of inning number 5. This is a 7-inning game, one of 2 games today. Winner advances the championship game, which will happen after the third place game, which will happen directly after this one. So don't go anywhere. We're going to be back right after this message from Farmers State Bank.
At Farmers State Bank, we have a proud tradition of commitment of excellence.
Cut. Hey guys, what's all the big production about?
We have a couple job openings that we're looking to fill, so we're making a commercial.
Just tell them you're going to pay them well. We're really pretty easy to get along with most of the time, and there's plenty of room for advancement or whatever.
At Farmers State Bank, we have a proud tradition of paying you, being pretty easy to get along with most of the time, and there's plenty of room for advancement, or whatever.
This broadcast is brought to you in part by Saint Ansgar Chiropractic.
Soy, wax, beads. The foundation of better candle making is built on cleaner burning, soy-based candle wax. American Soy Organics. Better wax for candle makers, by candle makers.
Leaving your crops unprotected from droughts, floods.
Thank you, Beeland Ag Risk Service. We got music going like crazy in here with the batter in the box. It's time to turn the music off, folks upstairs. Porter Sweesaw on the mound. The umpire is like, hey, cut it, cut it, cut it. He says, cut the music. We want to play some ball. I feel the same way. Come on, people. 1:30 p.m. approximately, Central Standard Time. And These games are meant to run in 2-hour increments. We started this one about 15 minutes later than expected, in spite of the fact that I think the game got over earlier than anyone expected. That's a swinging strike one. Porter Suisa with a beautiful pitch. Third batter in the order, Wolfong, who's pitching tonight. Wolfong has a .314 batting average. That one lands outside. Wolfong with 22 hits in the season, 17 singles, 5 doubles on the season. Not too bad for the junior. And that is a tip strike 3. Caught for an out, 1 out here in the top of 5. We got a pretty good introduction there for Elliot Francis, a freshman. .354 is his average, a swing and a miss on that one. Francis has 23 hits on the season. That's 16 singles, 6 doubles, and a home run for the freshman. And that's how it happens. That one drops fair, and that's going to be a double for sure. Great hit by the freshman, adding another double to his stats. Jace Thompson, a junior, up to bat. Thompson with 16 hits. That's 11 singles, 4 doubles, and a triple on the season. Coach Suisa visits the mound here as the music starts. We are going to run the commercial. We'll be right back after this message from Focus Insurance.
Leaving your crops unprotected from droughts, floods, hailstorms, and pests can leave a farmer at serious risk of losing their equipment and their land, putting their family's future at risk. Beeland Ag Risk Services, your partner in crop insurance.
Nah, man. It's not a broadcast. It's a broadcastation.
I don't know what 2C means, but that's the sign that the umpire gave us. He's walking off the field. If you're out there in chat land and you know what 2C is. Coach Suisa saw something that I didn't see, and I don't know if that was time still called by the base ump, perhaps, when that did hear coach saying no, no, no real early in that one, so he may have seen something we didn't. Great job, Seth Schott, stopping that one. Junior Thomason up to bat. 16 hits on the season. That's 11 singles, 4 doubles, and a triple with a 2-1 count against him. One out here in the top of 5. A runner in scoring position. That one gets by. Sweesaw out to left field. Good hard hit ball. Sneaks past Sweesaw. Excellent third baseman. Winian does a great job of getting there. That scores a run for the Starmont team with one out now. Exchanging the base runner on third for a base runner on first. Up to bat number 9, Cushion, who gets the first strike thrown against him. Cushion's a freshman. 15 hits on the season. That's 8 singles, 6 doubles, and a home run. Great idea by Seth on that one. Keep that base runner honest. 1-on-1 is a count. Coach Sweetsaw thinks about visiting the mound. Coach Meyer says, no, let me visit the umpire. There's going to be a lot of pitch count management going on today. We got a doubleheader to finish up our conference play on Monday versus Northwood. That was a game that was postponed until Monday. So with that doubleheader and the need to win that one, not that one, those two, in order to maintain a share of the conference title with Newman, we're going to make dang sure that we're managing these pitchers' pitch counts today so that we have a full slate of available pitches come Monday. 2 varsity games. We don't do that very often. To the mound, Hudson Sparrow, Saints freshman. Hudson's not new to pitching. And, always a good pitcher. It's always fun to see him, at least for me, because I'm his dad. Baby Kennel Jeans, is that what we call him? I'm not sure. Okay, so thank you, B. Schnabel. With a 2-man ump crew, it's a placement of where the second ump should be with someone on second. Anthony's grandma knows baseball. Isn't that the truth? Ooh, the 2C. I love it. And let's go Cubs, huh? Let's go Clubs. I tell you what, this announcer's doing a good job. He's where he is comfortable with the pronunciation of the player names, he's just making it fun out there. I'm going to mute this mic here for a little bit while we watch Huddy warm up. Matter of fact, let's just go to a quick little break here. Thank you, Wold Rim and Wheel, for your sponsorship.
This broadcast is brought to you in part by Colbert Realtors, with service you can depend on and know-how you can count on.
Saint Ansgar is a thriving community in north central Iowa with a lot to offer. Founded in 1853 by a group of Norwegian immigrant farmers, Saint Ansgar is a small town with culture, character, and charm. Known as the Garden.
All right, Sparrow giving a thumbs up out there. And number 9 is up to bat here for Starmont is number 9. We got a runner. Seth just can't get a handle on that one to throw him down. Milton Cushion, a freshman, up here. 2 balls, 1 strike is the count, 1 out, runner on second. Hudson Sparrow says, time, please, time. Seth says, okay, here's the plan, here's the plan, here's the plan. Here's the plan. Umpire says, here's my plan. Turn the dang music off. You've seen that happen here a few times. There it is. There it is. And they call him blue, but he's the man in white today. At least from where I'm sitting. Maybe it's light blue. I'm not sure. Hudson Sparrow on the mound for the Saints. 2 balls, 1 strike against number 9, Cushion, a freshman. Looking to come in with a curve ball that was working for Gus earlier. Why not try it here? That one comes across a little high. 3 balls, 1 strike. 1 out here in the top of the 5th, an inning that the Starmont team has scored a run. And there's nobody on second base. Maybe that's part of the plan. Seth, great job protecting on that one, but that's ball 4. Zaid Shell going out to warm up a little bit right now.
Number 17, Caden Baumgartner.
Number 17, Caden Baumgartner, a sophomore, up to bat. He's got 10 hits. That's 8 singles and 2 doubles on the year. Base runners on first and second. Bags are hot. A chance for a double play here for the Saints. Here with only 1 out. That's a great pitch. Good job, Hudson Sparrow, on that one. A lot of movement on that pitch. That goes in for ball 1. 1-1's the count here on Baumgartner. Just a sophomore. Also a young team here at Starmont. Good team. Got a lot of wins this year. And we got a 2-1 count here against the sophomore. Hudson Sparrow on the mound. Saints lead this one by only 1 run. We knew this would be a tough game. Get some loud cheers coming here from my dugout on the left. The Jensen yellow. That's a pretty good pitch by Sparrow. Nice job. Baumgartner thinks about that one. Baumgartner, by the way, with a 189 average. 16 strikeouts against him this year. 8 base on balls. Schnabel grabs that one with ease, but the throw to shortstop is overthrown, and the runners remain at first and second here in the top of 5 with 2 outs against Starmont. Up to bat, Wyatt Opitz, a freshman. 21 hits on the season. That's 19 singles and 2 doubles. Sparrow working to manage the base runners. Gus ready for that one. With Sparrow in, I'm taking a look to see if there's been any changes. That was a good pitch. That was a good pitch. A little late to be called. There's a chance on that one. Sparrow been working with his older brother Carson Sparrow on his pickoff moves. Carson is one of the best second base pickoffs that I have seen, but let me tell you, folks, he has spent a great deal of time working on that one. Hudson Sparrow wise to take some direction. Great job. Carson Sparrow makes the pitch, makes the grab. Good throw over to his older brother Carson. And that is going to end at the top of 5 here, where Starmont does score a run. Saints still maintain the lead 4-3. And with that, we're going to go to commercial. We'll be back right after this message from Beeland Ag Risk Services.
Leaving your crops unprotected from droughts, floods, hailstorms, and pests can leave a farmer at serious risk of losing their equipment and their land, putting their family's future at risk. Beeland Ag Risk Services, your partner in crop insurance.
Nah, man, it's not a broadcast. It's a broadcastation.
Welcome back to Waterloo, Iowa. Joe Clevenger takes his place at the home plate. Bat in hand, ready to find a way on base. Ultimately find a way back across that plate after rounding the bases. That's a good slap by Clevenger that gets just past the second baseman, and Clevenger finds his way on first base on the first pitch of the bottom of the 5th inning. If you're just joining us, both teams held scoreless in the first. Both teams score 1 in the second. Saints outscore the Starmont team 2-1 in the third. In the fourth, Saints outscore them 1-0, and now Starmont scores 1 at the top of 5, bringing us here to the bottom right now. Gus shows bunt. Ball slices away from him. Strike 1 on the expected bunt. Clevenger still on first. Clevenger safe at first on that pickoff move. He's got a good pickoff move. Oh, that might be a faller. That might be a faller. Sure enough, great job, Gus. A little slice and dice on that one, and Clevenger is safely on third base. That one bops right over the infielder's head. And it's got the spin on it to just push it to the right. Makes it a really, really tough play for infield or outfield. We could do that every time, but we'd have something going. Doesn't need to be a home run every time. Tyler Gert coming up to the plate with runners in first and third. Coach Sweesaw talking with the umpire. Gert talking with the catcher. I believe that's probably a re-entry for Gert. Jackson Vroom came in and took his place last at bat. Test my theory on left-handed batters against Wolfong pitching. Seems like he struggled a little bit against Anthony Schnabel. Hit him twice. That is a great play by the Saints. Heads up play by the second baseman to try and avoid the run. And probably at this point in the game, worth risking it all to try and avoid the run. The throw comes in high. The runner scores. That's Clevenger, as we talked about earlier. Wanted to get across the plate, and sure enough, he does just that. Saints now lead 5-3 here in the bottom of 3. Saints scoring runs in every inning outside the first. Now, with 0 outs, we got Port of the Quarter coming up to bat. Shows bunt. That one's bopped up in the air, but it's down. Catcher stumbles on it. First base is out of position. And I don't even know what the call is right now. Is that Meyer saying stay here? Umpires are conferring. After some discussion, they say first, safe at first base. I believe the ball hit him on the throw, but what's a runner to do? Can't exactly be interfering when he's just running straight at first base. And now the bases loaded, 0 outs here in the bottom of 5. Hudson Sparrow, number 13, coming up to bat. Coach says, hey, let me talk to you here while these guys are chatting. I don't believe that's technically an offensive timeout, but coach is going to take a moment. Starmont coach is going to take a moment, talk to his guys. And we'll take a moment for a commercial break. We'll be back right after this message.
We were in the middle management area where we were very busy, very successful jobs. It was just a typical working for the man, running, and you're chasing that corporate ladder.
We were working anywhere between 40 and 60 hours a week. We had 3 small children. We had a nanny at home. It was just fast-paced. We had no family around. It was just us. We went out to eat for our anniversary, and we had worked all day.
I had to pay a babysitter after we had paid a nanny to watch our kids all day. We've got 4 iPhones in front of us, 1 for work, 1 for personal each.
So right at that moment, I'd say we just made the decision to change it up.
We were back home and saw this opportunity and thought.
Thank you, Damaris Hardware, for your sponsorship of Saints TV to help keep this stream free to watch. So we got an opportunity here. He's going to be out at home. Hudson Sparrow going to be safe at first. Good job getting a bat on the ball there and a heads-up play to get that one into the catcher for out number 1 here in the bottom 5. Just joining us, Candle Genius here. Saints lead 5-3. Saints have scored in innings 1 through 4. They scored 0, 1, 2, and 1. Add another one here in the 5th. Starmont, in their first 5 innings, scored 0, 1, 1, 0, and then 1 here at the top 5. Back to the top of the order, left-handed Anthony Schnabel up to bat. Nick Wolfong, a junior. He's hit Schnabel twice already today. Wolfong doing a really good job pitching, as you know, from what I can tell so far. They started with him. They're continuing with him. Coaches are kind of moving the defense around a little bit. Pass ball is going to be a nice opportunity here. And Saints take advantage of that. Tyler Gerke, as the ladies affectionately call him, finds his way across the plate, scoring another run here for the Saints. And the opposing coach will take another moment to visit the round. A little pat on the backside for Nick Wolfong, who looks like he's going to retire his pitching position. And give it up for number 8. Who's not on my list, but I'm going to listen intently here to see if I can learn who that is. Number 8 not presently playing defense for Starmont. Came in off the bench. And without jersey. I'm listening. Well, here's what I get. Now pitching for Starmont, number 8. We're just going to leave it at that. We'll be back right after this.
Consumer loans for real estate, automobiles, RVs, and dreams. Whether you are buying your first home, taking a dream vacation, or paying for life's little extras, we have a loan that will fit your needs. Saint Ansgar State Bank. Local since 1891.
For nearly 30 years, we have been a partner to the communities in Northeast Iowa, fulfilling the energy needs of our neighbors and friends. A good partner knows your business and understands your needs. Providing the highest level of service possible is our mission. Our customers count on us to reliably and safely deliver the fuel products they need to keep their productivity high.
Hey, I got that name for you. It's Noah Gellner, a sophomore. He's played in 8 games, started 1 here pitching. Has an ERA of a very impressive 0.48. 14.2 innings pitched. And with a 3-0 count, he's going to go against Anthony Schnabel. That one appears to be outside, but with a 3-0 count on the zone getting bigger. Pretty normal for an umpire to say, look, I want you to be swinging if you think you can get a bat on it. Schnabel says, that's fine. It's not my pitch. I'll take ball 4 on the next one, and Schnabel is finding his way to first base with great certainty and cadence today. 1 out here, number 5, Jace Sweesaw, the junior, takes his place at the plate. That's down, says the umpire. Bases once again loaded for these Saints. I think Sweesaw's got dreams of doing something big here, and that might have been a good opportunity to pull one far left. Sweesaw believes it's a little too far inside. That's going to be strike 1. 1-1's a count here. With only 1 out, is this an opportunity to lay down a bunt? I believe it is, and we're going to score 1 here. We think about scoring 2 here. Instead, we'll take the 1 and no out, leaving the bases loaded for number 6, Carson Sparrow, to maybe do the same thing. Saints have left way too many base runners on base today. And earlier in the game, defensively, had some challenges that allowed Starmont to get some runs that we didn't feel that they needed to have. But here with bases loaded and very much the heart of our order, we are looking to do something. That one's low. Carson would love to have a base clearing double here. I assure you. I'm sure he'd settle for something bigger. That one's going to be trouble for Sparrow. Shortstop drops it, but infield fly is an out. Doesn't matter. Would have been nice to have base runners running on that, but you can't anticipate that the infielder is going to not catch that ball. So now we've got 2 outs. Maxwell Bieland just needs to put that ball where someone isn't. With 2 outs, base runners will be running. Ball in the dirt. Great job by the catcher keeping that one away from the backstop, because that's going to be a run at least for the Saints. Saints up by 4 in this one. They scored 3 so far this inning. That's a pretty good pitch. Max agrees. Fouls off behind Beeland. If you're just joining us, not sure, hey, what is that little QR code in the corner? Saints TV is totally free to watch. We intend to keep it that way. We don't charge. Obviously, I don't make anything. A lot of volunteers involved. 100% of the proceeds earned from Saints TV go right back to the Saints school system. So feel free, if you're enjoying watching this game and you feel so led, please scan that QR code and donate. Give Butter is a platform we use. If you don't use QR, it's givebutter.com/SaintsFan. Or you can just drop a check in the mail. That's Saints TV, P.O. Box 371, Saint Ansgar, Iowa. It looks a little bit like this. And while you take a look at that, Hudson Sparrow has taken his spot back on the mound for the second inning. He came in and relieved in the first, so we're going to keep him out here for the second. We'll be back right after this message from our sponsors who are helping us keep this stream alive.
Consumer loans for real estate, automobiles, RVs, and dreams. Whether you are buying your first home, taking a dream vacation, or paying for life's little extras, we have a loan that will fit your needs. Saint Ansgar State Bank, local since 1891.
For nearly 30 years, we have been a partner to the communities in Northeast Iowa, fulfilling the energy needs of our neighbors and friends. A good partner knows your business and understands your needs. Providing the highest level of service possible is our mission. Our customers count on us to reliably and safely deliver.
Thank you, Johnson Oil and LP, for your sponsorship of Saints TV to help keep the stream free to watch for those who are unable to cheer from the stands. Number 8, Gellner up to bat here for Starmont. Sparrow with a beautiful pitch that appears to be coming in at his head. Slice and dice right through the zone for strike 1. And again for Sparrow, great pitch. This is a pitch that Sparrow's very good at, and this umpire is looking at these pitches favorable for the defense. We'll say that in general today. Great job, Sparrow. Great defense. Number 5, Jace Sweesaw out there fielding that one beautifully at third base. Makes the throw to first base to Sparrow. The other Sparrow. 2 Sparrows on the infield right now. Yes, I enjoy watching that. Of course I do. That's a great catch made by Joe Clavenger to give us very, very quickly out number 2 here at the top of 6. Batter number 2 in the order here, King. Strike 1 delivered by Sparrow. Anthony King, a senior. King with 20 hits. That's 18 singles and 2 doubles on the year. Sweesaw has trouble fielding that one. Third base is maybe the toughest spot in the infield. When batters are pulling those to the left like that, you just don't know what spin is going to be on it. And certainly no one more capable than junior Jace Sweesaw at third base. Has a little hard time handling that one. Nothing hurt here. We got a chance to get out number 3 of the inning here at second or third with a force. Sparrow going to do his work here to manage Wilfong. Start of the game pitching. Now playing shortstop for Starmont. And with the runner going, that pitch goes outside. Base runner rounding second base, thinking about going 3. Wisely decides against it. Eliminating the force at second base. Great idea by Sparrow. Wilfong thinks about chasing that one with a bat, but that one ends up going outside. 3-0 is the count. Shows bunt. That's ball 4. 2 runners now on base here for the Starmont team. The good news there is there's a force on any base right now. Chance to get an easy out anywhere. Francis up to bat here for Starmont. That's Elliot Francis, a freshman. Freshman with 23 hits. 16 of them for singles, 6 for doubles. That's coming into today. I believe he had one last at-bat. He's got a home run on the year. We saw Francis pull a foul ball earlier in this game. You can see how he might be able to hit one out of the park. Not necessarily this park. This is a pretty big field. 335 out in left and right. And a number that I don't get to know out in center. I don't see it. A little conference with the pitcher there by Coach Suisaw. Francis, by the way, with a 354 average. That's a pretty good pitch. That one's been working for Sparrow so far. Worked earlier for Gus Walk today. And the zoom on my camera was just a little bit too slow to catch that, but great throw by Max Beeland over to the first base. Get the force out from Beeland to Sparrow, out number 3. And the visitor on the scoreboard, the Starmont Stars, end the 6th inning with 0 runs. Saints get their bats going right after this message.
Hey, if you're not subscribed to the Enterprise Journal, you are missing out. Head over to ejnewspaper.com, click on Contact Us, and either call or email to get yourself subscribed. That's the Enterprise Journal, the leading newspaper in Mitchell County for news, sports, obituaries, editorials, and opinion. ejnewspaper.com.
We are currently in our 10th year of operations here at Bet Roofing. One of the most exciting things about owning a business has been just seeing us grow over the course of that decade, from starting out again pretty small to what we're able to accomplish in the amount of square footage of roof we put on. So this year will be our first year of being.
Thank you, Bet Roofing, for sponsoring Saints TV. Your generous donations help keep this free to watch. Up to bat, Joe Clevenger, who wants to keep the bruises off him. Get out of the way of that one. 1 ball, 0 strikes against Clevenger. That's a pretty good spot. Clevenger pretty quick, and maybe not. The ball beats him. Great play there by the infield. to get the out on what was definitely not an easy one. Up to bat, Gus Walk. On the mound for Starmont, Noah Gellner, the sophomore. Strike one on walk. Slow roller, but not slow enough. Now walk is out at first base, and with 2 outs, Tyler Girk steps up to the plate. Gregor Batch, thanks for checking in. Appreciate you being out there watching today. Beautiful day for baseball. That one fouls off over my head. 2-1 is the count. 2 outs here. Kyler Girk, 6 hits on the year, all of them for singles, but he does have a way of getting on base. A 182 batting average with a 491 on base percentage, and there's another one. Girk with a very, very good at bat finds his way onto first base. And with 2 outs on this one, Porter Sweesaw. Negative. We're going to put a left-hander in there. We're going to drop in number 11, Mason Beeland. Mason Beeland, a freshman. Hitting .429 this year with a 600 on-base percentage. Not bad for the freshman. Played in 9 games, started in 1. Only 3 hits, all of them singles. But again, that left-handedness can sometimes throw a pitcher off. Tyler Girk nearly caught on that one. Certainly felt stranded in the middle a little bit. Finds his way back safely on first base. Mason Beeland now with a 1-1 count. 2 outs here. The bottom of the 6th inning. Outside is that pitch. One of the fun things about being here on these weekends and preserving pitchers' arms, you're doing some different things. You get to see some guys play that you might not see in conference game, for example. Seen some varsity play by Hudson Sparrow on the mound. Hudson Sparrow's now on deck. Mason Beeland here in the batter's box. Love to see that. That's going to go down as strike 2, and our count now is 3-2. Camera, for the most part, has been pretty good to us today, but I'm still admittedly trying to figure out what causes those flashes. That one's going to go foul. Behind Beeland, and we are suddenly in a full count. Mason Beeland with a chance to do something here. 2 outs in the bottom of 6. That one doesn't matter because Mason Beeland is taking a free base and advancing. I want to Get in on that guy right there. Come on. Come on, focus. Come on, focus. I lost him. Okay. I know. You're wondering what the heck I'm doing. I thought it was Tyler Girk out there, and then I thought it was Colton Winnie out there. I just couldn't tell from where I was sitting. But now I can tell you with certainty that it's Trey Johans because they just switched him out. They probably saw my confusion up here. 2 outs. Run to score is the word. Hudson Sparrow takes strike 1 across the plate. He's been pitching. He knows that's a strike. You got this, Sparrow. Runners on first and second here with 2 outs. That one not a strike. 1-1's count. Sparrow number 9 in the order. Top of the order on deck right now with Anthony Schnabel. Sparrow decides to wear it and load the bases with Anthony Schnabel coming up. Bold move, Mr. Sparrow. And as the pitcher, he's going to get himself a courtesy runner. Matthew Clevenger. If that name sounds familiar, there's a few brothers playing here today. You've got Sweesaw brothers and heck, even a coach making those Sweesaw triplets. You got Beeland brothers and a coach making them the Beeland triplets. Got the Sparrow brothers. That one's going to go foul. Clevenger brothers out there as well. A lot of baseball in these families. That's a pretty late called strike on Schnabel, and now he needs to protect. But I tell you what, the kid does his best work when he's protected. He does his best work with 2 strikes. He just has quick hands, and he'll get them there if you give him the chance. And as I say that, that one goes what Schnabel believes to be outside. And once again, many, many runners stranded in this Saint Ansgar Saints versus Starmont Stars. So we got half an inning to go. If we can keep these guys 3 runs or less, we get to call it a win and move on to the late game here in Waterloo. Saints lead 7-3 in a 7-inning game that is scheduled to end after this one. Hudson Sparrow takes the mound for the Saints. Seth Schatz in catcher's position, and we're looking to get one. If you're a Saints fan out there, you're looking to get 1, 2, 3 and get out of this thing. So, hey, what do you expect here? The loser of this game will play right away. They will play the loser of the first game, and I never did get that information, who that was. The winner of this game will play the winner of the last game. And that will be the late game. So we'll take a one. We anticipate we'll take a 1-game break. But we won't know until this one's over. So don't go anywhere, because we're going to finish it up here right after this message.
This broadcast is brought to you in part by Box K Beef, premium wholesale beef. From our place to your plate.
For all your electrical needs, contact the boys at Al's Electric in Saint Ansgar, Iowa. Proud supporters of Saints Athletics.
This broadcast brought to you in part. Thank you, Gordage Repair and Implement. Wow. What a play by Jace we saw on that ridiculously hard hit ball. He loses his grasp but keeps his focus. Makes a great throw to Sparrow. If I had to replay, I'd be replaying that one over and over and over again. But you at home, you can do that. Great play to make that one get the out on what appeared to be a sure single for the batter. That's a pitch that's been working all night. Not this time. That's ball one. Cushion looking to get hit by that one, but that ball swerves right around him. Instead, we have a 2-0 count. Milton Cushion, a freshman, up to bat. That's a beautiful pitch, and that's the one that's been working all day. Have to keep an eye on the second game. If this is the umpire behind the plate, we got a little bit of knowledge, as I'm sure the other team does as well, of where that zone is and what's working for him. There's another great play by Sweesaw. The throw to first, and the runner is out, and just like that, we have 2 outs here in the top of 7, a game that the Saints lead by 4. Not over till it's over. What do they say? Don't count your chickens just yet. Baumgartner, sophomore, up to bat. Baumgartner, 8 singles and 2 doubles on the year. Hudson Sparrow throws him something through the zone to swing at, and he does just that. That's a foul ball, strike 1. Hudson Sparrow doing a great job managing the game from the mound. I know he enjoys pitching. He's looking forward to maybe getting some pitches in here today. Fun to see him right here. A swing and a miss. That's strike 2. 0-2 is the count. Starmont with a 4-run deficit. Needs to do something right here, right now, if they're going to find their way out of this one. That one's high and outside. 1-2 is the count. A swing and a miss. And a batter's out, and a game is over. We're going to pile out of the infield, and we're going to shake them up right here. Great job, Saints, to go 1-0 on the day. Saints beat the Starmont Stars 7-3 in game 1 of our doubleheader. So if you have your alerts turned on, you know that we have a game scheduled for probably 2 o'clock. I'm going to go ahead and change the start time on that game. This next one is scheduled to start at 2:45, which is 2.5 hours after the start of this one. So we'll set up a 2.5 hour start after that one. So I will set that to start. And I may be right, may be wrong, depending on how this next game goes, because we're already 45 minutes behind schedule. The start time I will set to 5:15 for game 2 for the Saints, who will play a team to be determined. I need to figure that out now, don't I? That is it for this one. Saint Ansgar Saints beat the Starmont Stars 7-3. Starmont will play right now. I'm going to end this stream. We'll be back right after this next game in a couple hours with game number 2, championship game here in Waterloo, Iowa. Thanks for joining us for this one. We'll see you shortly.